Welcome back to SV Just Dreaming. Last time we talked about the hatches, and I think I've got some footage somewhere of what they look like after being installed. But for right now, I just want to show you a quick clip of the boat bottom paint. So let's take a look at that. Well, captain's log for Sunday. Boat bottom paint is done. Now you can really see where my stripes need some work. We'll do those next week. One step at a time. Starting to come into focus though. You bet. Yeah, starting to come into focus. The only one problem, okay? We've been in the boatyard. Okay, let's explain something about boat bottom paint. This type of boat bottom paint is ablative. All right, and ablative, you have two types. You have soft ablative and hard ablative. This particular type is a soft ablative boat bottom paint. Now what that means, first off, for those who don't know, boat bottom paint has an antibacterial component to it, which any kind of sea creature or algae or whatever, sucker, who knows, starfish, anything tries to attach to the bottom of a boat with boat bottom paint dies. Okay, it's poison, basically. No other way to look at it. That's what boat bottom paint is. You're painting on poison. So when you're sanding it, you're sanding poison. And a lot of people don't realize, they don't wear the proper respirator and all that when you're sanding and protect yourself. You can get sick if you do too much of it. I've seen cases in this yard of people getting pretty sick. So anyway, I helped with a lot of sanding on it, but it all came out fine. That looks nice at that point in time last July or August, but now here it is almost April of the following year, and we've had a lot of rain, and because it's a soft ablative boat bottom paint, it's washing off, because that's what the soft ablative part does. So every time we get a storm or rain or whatever, it's washing off and bleaching out. That's why as you look at newer pictures of the boat, you'll see that the color of the boat bottom paint is turning back to the way that it was. There's no bare spots. And what I'm going to do is simply put a fresh coat on just before we launch. And hopefully that'll stick without any preparation or sanding, because I don't want to get into all of that again. Like I said before, it was never our plan to be here this long. Okay, the next clip is kind of an explanation of what we're doing with this hot water heater. And you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but down below the hot water heater is all rotten wood from the leaking, and that all had to be completely done. And then I'm going to also show where the washer dryer is going to be placed and things like that. So let's get on with that. Okay, so there's the hot water heater, and as you can see, it leaks. It's rusty down there. And my idea was, there are hot water heaters that are much more efficient use of space. So I'm going to rip this hot water heater out of here, and then I'm going to put the brand new generator down in this hole, and then I'm going to mount the hot water heater somewhere else. So that's the next big project that I'm about to begin. So I'm going to relocate the hot water heater from over there, and I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to put it in this compartment down here. So down in the kitchen, I've got a new microwave down there, and there's no power on that side of the kitchen, so I'm going to run electricity over there for the microwave, and then for the coffee maker is going to be located over on this side, so I've got to bring power over to that. Then I'm going to have to move this generator. Now this is a diesel generator. This sucker weighs a bunch.
So I got to figure out a way to lift that thing after I build the brackets for it down in that compartment, and lift that thing and get it down into that hole. So that's probably the part I'm least looking forward to. I've got to modify those white vent tubes back there so they provide a fresh air source for the generator and the diesel motor in that chamber there. I'm gutting this closet here, taking out, that's where that AC vent was, taking everything out of here, because on this wall right here, this whole area right here, that's going to be where the washer dryer goes. So I'm going to cut out a big chunk of that wall and install the washer dryer there. I've got to move all these switches and circuits. We're going to make a new control panel down here. So I'm going to move all that down there, and then I'll cut out this back wall here in order to make room for the washer dryer setup. Right now I'm running power over to the kitchen. I found my path going through here, past the water pumps and pressure canister. Isn't this fun, taking your boat apart? It's just a blast. So anyway, gonna run the power cable down here under the floor, up the side of this cabinet, and then I've got some plug-ins that go behind the microwave. I think I'll probably put them right up there, one there and maybe one over here. So that'll be nice. We'll have, you know, they say retirement is the fast way to die. I mean, because you're bored and you're watching Netflix and there's nothing to do. Well, you know what? I don't have that problem, man. I mean, it's one problem I don't have to worry about. I don't think anybody's ever died from hard work, but there's been mornings waking up stiff and sore that, you know, yeah, this has been one of my tougher years. Let's just put it that way. So, anyway, that's kind of a rundown of some of the basic things that we're starting to do on the boat, and we're going to try to catch the YouTube audience up fairly quick. I did not do a good job of videotaping a lot of this work because I was so knee-deep in it that, quite frankly, I didn't feel like videotaping it, so I kind of just videotaped end results. The work we're doing from here out, we are doing a much better job of documenting the techniques and how you do this, how you do that, and quite frankly, the work we're doing from now on is more technical. It's not so much just cutting big holes in walls and tearing stuff apart. Now it's all about the finesse of actually getting things to work and put things back together. So I hope you'll stay with us. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel. I will be doing a lot of posting to catch up the YouTube audience on where we're at and what we're doing. And if you'd like, give us a like, a thumbs up, and share the video so we can build our audience. I really appreciate that. So thank you.